This is complete your 2022 I Am Not a GM Speed Championship bracket today. All right, let me adjust this one bit. To-doom. Yeah, this is way too small. There we go. All right. It's almost time for the 2022 edition of the I Am Not a GM Speed Chess Championship, which begins Monday, May 9th. But it's not just the players who get to enjoy the thrill of competition this year. We're running a free-to-play cash prize bracket contest where you get to predict the winners. The prize pool is $1,000 in cash prizes and over a dozen diamond memberships in this classic bracket contest. Okay, you have from right now up until the start of the first match at 11:59 a.m. Pacific time, 19:59 Central European time on May 9th to make your picks. Don't wait too long or the deadline might pass before you know it. We'll be updating the standings right here, so check back early and often. Okay, so they have a list, they have players. Okay, 1 second. Let me not leak anything. So let me pull this off. I'll sign in right here. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, let me not leak the email part of it. Your chess.com username is Hikaru. Your full name is Hikaru Nakamura. Let's keep going. And here we go. Let me make sure nothing's leaking, right? Okay, I don't think anything's leaking, so let's go. Okay, so here we go. Actually, let me double check. Wait, let me double check they don't ask me for a confirmation. No, they don't ask me for a confirmation of my email, so that's okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, so here we go. So let's do this. Okay, here we go. All right, full name. There we go. Round of 16. Select the winner of each IMSCC round 16 pairing. Each correct prediction is worth 10 points. Okay, so number one, we have Shuvalova versus Pruis. Now, I haven't played against David in many years, but David, he was a very strong IM, around 24-30, I feel like, at the peak. He's not really playing that much anymore. He got married, he has kids, and he does commentary here or there, but not as serious about the game. Shuvalova, I am very familiar with. She has played a lot of, I feel like, maybe the junior SCC events on Chess 24. She's played in Title Tuesday, etc., etc. So I'm going to go with Shuvalova here for my first prediction. So let's keep going. Predicted winner in winner of the 8th match, James Candy versus Kostya Kavutsky. I don't know who to predict here. Now, Kostya is a much stronger player objectively. He is much better theory, much better fundamental understanding, but it is blitz. It is blitz. It's not classical. This is a very tough one. I don't know who to go with. My instinct is that I should probably assume that Kostya will keep it together, but I'm really not sure. I mean, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. They're both like the same, not over the board. And blitz they are. Over the board, Kostya is stronger in like classical chess, but yeah, in blitz it's not. I don't know. Vote with your heart, not your brain. I really don't know, actually. I mean, I want to say Kostya just because on paper he's stronger, but I really don't know. I mean, my guess is that it's really a toss-up. But you know what? As somebody who's always been basically someone who's not taken seriously in slow chess, and everyone assumes I'm just much better in rapid than in classical chess, I have to sort of do the same thing here and go with the player I think is better in blitz and go with Canty. All right, what do we have up next? Predicted winner of the 4th match between Greg Shahade and Lawrence Schwett. Now, one thing I want to say, you guys, and this is not really controversial, is that it's very clear that chess.com, they found a way to tinker with the system to make sure that all the first round matches have some kind of hype to them. They did not base it purely the way that it should have been. And the reason I say it is because Greg Shahade and Lawrence Trent, I believe they played in the final match of the I Am Not a GM maybe 2 years ago. Or maybe I think it was like 2 years ago. I think they played in the final match, if I'm not mistaken. And there's no way they're the number 4 and the number 13 seeds. So yeah, let's keep going. Greg versus Lawrence, very tough matchup. It was a semifinal, not the final. Okay, but I mean, still two of the absolute best players in the whole event. If they're playing at their peak, I would guess it's a tough matchup. Very, very tough to call. I don't actually know. My instinct says that I want to. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it depends. They're both very, very good players. I don't know if they're studying chess as much. I'm gonna go with who do I think is better in bullet. If I look at bullet and based on tricks, I'm gonna give a very slight edge to Lawrence. So I'm gonna go with Lawrence. That's just my guess. Doesn't mean it's like it doesn't mean it's a clear cut. I think it's 50-50. Okay, predicted winner in the match between Alina Kashinskaya and Carissa Yip. Both are very strong. Carissa's been improving quite a bit lately, but I think I have to go with Kashinskaya. I mean, just all around, just a very, very strong player. Although, yeah, I think I have to go with Kashinskaya. I think I'm gonna stick with that for now. Okay, now the winner in the match between Bibisara and Irene Sukandar. This is actually one of the matches that I think objectively on paper is probably a lot clearer than the others. Bibisara won, I think, the World Rapid in Poland, and she's also done quite well in some of the Title Tuesdays. She hasn't won, but she's been like, I think, like 2 points out a couple of times. So I think it has to be Bibisara Asubayeva is the clear favorite there. Okay, predicted winner in the match between Justice Williams and Danny Wrench. Tough match. Again, here, if I don't make the right prediction, though, just like all the people in a certain country, I probably won't be around for very long, so I have to go with Danny Wrench here. Let's keep going. Next match we have Levi Rosman versus Nemo Zhao, also known as Chiyu. And now, based off the match that they played maybe 2 years ago, which was really not very pretty, I think Levy actually beat her by, like, I don't even know what the score was, but I want to say it was like 13-1 or something pretty gross. So I don't think it's close. I mean, I have to vote for Levi. So Levi is going to win that match. Next up, we have Eric Rosen versus Tanya Sachdev. Tough match. I mean, very, very tough match. I'm going to go with Eric, and I'm simply going to go with Eric because I feel like he's had more experience in these matches. And I feel like he'll be able to control his nerves a little bit better in the time scrambles than Tanya will. So I'll go with Eric. So let's go to the quarterfinals. What do we have? Which of these players will advance to the quarterfinals or semifinals? So, okay. So I have to select one of 8, right? No. Oh, wait. No. Okay. So isn't it 16 to start? I'm confused. Anyway, whatever. Let's keep going. Which of these players will advance to the semifinals? Wouldn't it be nice if I actually knew what the matches are? Actually, let me pull up a bracket because I can figure out what the matches will be. Let me open this image. Let me see. So, okay, I just have the image open on my other monitor. So, if Shuvalova wins, she's going to play against James Canty, and Lawrence wins. Lawrence will be playing against Kashinskaya. So, I'm going to just look at the actual bracket here on my other monitor. So, Shuvalova versus Canty. I think Shuvalova is a clear favorite, so I have to put Shuvalova wherever she is, somewhere in here. Where is she? Wait, where is she? Okay, so I have to put Shuvalova first because I think she's going to beat Canty. And then the other one is Lawrence versus Kashinskaya. That's a very tough one. Oof. I don't know. I really don't. Show the bracket, sure. I mean, I guess I can just save it as an image so you guys can see it. So this is the bracket, you guys. So you can kind of see what I'm saying. So this is just the bracket. So that's what I'm looking at basically. Is I'm just trying to figure out who's going to make it. Because Shuvalova will beat Pruis, and in my book, I think Shuvalova is going to beat. She's going to beat Pruis. Canty's going to win, so she's going to win that side. And then Lawrence is going to beat Greg, and I think I have Kashinskaya. I'm going to go Lawrence making the semifinals. So I'm going to go with Lawrence on that side. And then on the other side, we have what? The other side, we have, I predict that Bibisara wins. So Bibisara plays Danny. I think Bibisara is going to beat Danny. So I'll go with her. And then the other one is going to be Levi against Eric Rosen. Again, like I said, pretty rigged on how we get that. Very, very tough match there. I'm actually going to, I'm going to go out on a limb and predict the underdog to win in that match between Eric and Levi. I'm going to predict that Eric's going to win, and the reason I'm going to predict that is because I'm going to assume that Eric playing over the board in these tournaments is going to like make a difference, and he's just going to be a little bit sharper and build up enough of an advantage before they get to the bullet portion. So that's good. I'm going to go with Eric, and I'm just going to base it off him actually having played and had, I think, better results than Levy did. So I'll go with that for now. What else do we have? Semifinals, we have... Okay, semifinals will be Shuvalova versus Kashinskaya. Shuvalova versus Kashinskaya. I have no idea. Shuvalova versus Kashinskaya. I think I'm going to go with... I think I'm gonna go Shuvalova. I think she's gonna make the finals. And on the other side we have Eric versus Bibisara. I mean, we could have an all women's final again. Obviously it's not rigged, but we could have that. Levy is not Levy and Eric I've spoken about many times. Or no, I picked Lawrence. Oh sorry, oh wait, sorry, no, I picked Lawrence. Sorry, I picked Lawrence, not Cash and Sky. So no, I'm gonna go with Lawrence then. Lawrence will make the final. Sorry. And then of course on the other side we have Bibisara versus Eric Rosen. I'm gonna predict that that's a very tough match. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Bibisara versus Lawrence Trent in the final. And which of these players will win? I think Lawrence is gonna win it. I'm gonna predict that Lawrence Trent wins. Where is his name? I'm gonna predict that Lawrence Trent wins. How many points? Let me close the graphic now. How many points will the IMSCC winner score in the final match? I don't know, like 16, I guess. I don't know. 13. I don't. Maybe that's a good prediction. Lawrence is not the 13th seed. That's the problem. Like he's not. Okay, let me actually move this off because I don't want to accidentally leak something. It might ask for some kind of. Oh, it's just asking for a CAPTCHA, but I thought it might ask me to like reconfirm my email. There we go. Okay, as we said, I did submit it, so it says 2022 I am not a GM Speed Chess Championship Bracket Contest your response was recorded, so there we go. All right, you guys, so we did that. Again, what I said before is that Lawrence is not the number 13 seed, and I don't think that Lawrence is not the number 13 seed, Greg's not the number 4 seed, etc, and it's what it is. As far as Levy and Eric go, by the way, to be clear, Eric is clearly better. There's no disputing that in classical chess Eric is a stronger player. At the moment, I mean, it's not like a big margin or anything, but Eric is clearly stronger, whereas I would say in Blitz and especially in Bullet, Levy has the edge. In Bullet, I think Levy has a huge edge actually. So when I make that prediction that Eric's gonna win, I'm assuming Eric will do well enough in the 5-1 and 3-1 to where like he might not win the Bullet portion, but he won't lose. The margin won't be big enough to catch up. So that's my prediction.